Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Plug Talk Sports live show. This is episode 107. My name is Daniel Torres alongside Jonka Don't Stop. We did have Brandon with us right before the show started, but he is having some technical difficulties, so hopefully we can get him back. But in the meantime, just a couple things we want to talk about is everyone, as you guys know, we're local to Florida. We're in Miami, Florida. Right now, we know there is a major hurricane on the way. Looks like it's going to be in the Big Bend area of Florida and going into the Tampa Bay area. So we just want to just give our thoughts and our prayers to those people. I was just in that area on Friday, and that area last year didn't get lucky either with Hurricane Ian. So listen, we're going to be thinking about those people. I mean, last year, Jonka, you remember, here's Brandon. Last year we did some relief for them in Fort Myers. So we'll be thinking about those people. And Isaac, who is a member of our team, is doing something pretty cool for us. I can't mention to you guys what he's currently doing at the moment, but it's going to be very cool, and you guys will see it when he has completed it. So I can't wait to share with everybody. But guys, welcome. Another Monday full of sports. Let's get into bad news. Brandon, since you are here now, give us the bad news.
Well, I don't know how to turn really. Internet's on the laptop. Have to go on. So I guess some more news. Hurricane showing up here to Florida. So it's for that, but far.
Jonka?
Bad news? I forgot to let's see. I don't really know. I had a pretty good weekend. I guess it would have to be. We're gonna get into it later in the show, but if IU Louisiana Tech, I was just devastated. We had that lead and gave it up for the rest of the game.
Yeah,
I was just terrible. Those
So for me, it's going to have to be, you guys didn't see this morning, actually, up in Broward County. Captain of a helicopter for the Broward Sheriff's Office. I don't know what happened to the helicopter, but lost control right after takeoff, and it plummeted into some houses in the area. And unfortunately, the captain of the helicopter, the police officer, lost his life. So it's just unfortunate. It was crazy to see this morning. So definitely prayers for him and his family. But let's keep it light. Let's get to good news. Brandon, tell us some good news. Well, I don't think that was good news, but Jonka, tell us some good news.
Good news. Maybe like two things. I thought it would be one. If you guys don't know, I play everything. And this weekend we get four-star state from Patterson. Shout out to him. And then I also went to Hobby Slam Sports Card Convention this weekend. I have a couple here to show you guys. Kristen listed. Messi out of 10. And then obviously local guy. So I was excited. I got a lot of people.
It's cool, man. For me, it's gonna have to be. It was a long long day on Friday, this past Friday for me. As you guys know, it's now my third year with the CCNN Live. It's Christopher Columbus News Network for Christopher Columbus High School. As you guys know, I'm an alumni there, and I mentor the broadcast students there. It's my third year. We opened up their third year with our football season. Columbus playing Clearwater Academy. It was a neutral site in Tampa. So it was a heck of a day. 6 a.m. wake up call. Was over to Columbus like at 8:20 a.m. Bus departed at 9 a.m. We made a couple stops. We arrived into Tampa at 3 p.m. Game was at 6 p.m. We did the whole thing and the game and everything, and then 9:30 p.m. we departed Tampa, and I didn't get into bed here at my house in Miami till 3 a.m. And the following day, Saturday, I slept the entire day because I was brutally exhausted. It's fun to travel with sports teams. Trust me, it is. But you just get exhausted. But the good news is it wasn't looking good at the beginning. Clearwater was up 21-0. I was keeping Jonka updated. I was just anxious. And I was just texting. I was like, bro, I don't know what's going on. We were losing 21-0. And Columbus just turned on the Jets, and they came back 28-21 victory in the second half, by the way. And it was just one heck of a victory for Columbus. So we're starting off the season 1-0. We got Killian this week, the home game. And as you guys know, like I was saying in the beginning, Hurricane going to Tampa Bay area. Our away game next week is at Tampa Jesuit. So I don't really know what's going to happen to that game. Don't know if we're going to be traveling up there, depending on the severity of the impacts and stuff like that. But we'll see. And of course, we got Brandon back. Brandon, you got any good news for us?
Well, definitely the internet. What I would say for news, the United States World Cup is dominating as per usual. Jalen Brunson off and production-wise, this is the best player in the United States. So, which one was that information off the ring, celebrating? It's been awesome to see. I mean, games are at 8. It's not like I'm like early for it. It's great stuff in the morning.
So let's get into it. Our first topic of the night is Trey Lance, and this was on Friday too. And while I was working the game, I was very surprised about this. It was very confusing on why this happened, but it happened. Trey Lance, 49ers quarterback. Obviously, he's been in and out with Jimmy G when he was there, and Purdy. Is now a Dallas Cowboy. And look, gentlemen, you guys know I'm a Cowboys fan, and I will tell you what I think this means for my Dallas Cowboys. I personally think that they're keeping Dak Prescott on a very short leash this year. And if he does not get the job done, it's goodbye to Dak. And we could see Trey Lance enter that role. Of course, they had Dak Prescott. Originally, the quarterback room was Dak Prescott, Cooper Rush, and Will Grier, UF guy. Now it's Dak Prescott, Trey Lance at the 2, and Cooper Rush at 3. And they've cut Will Grier, who played out of his mind against the Raiders in this preseason game this past weekend. Unfortunately for him, he gets cut. Now you want to ask how my personal feelings, how I feel about the Trey Lance pickup. It was like this weird move of like it came out of nowhere, and it was like one of those moves of like, hey, we got some extra cash, let's just buy something, just to buy something. So we just picked him up. Obviously, he was a very, very, very sought after draft pick. Didn't really work out in San Francisco. Wasn't really having a good preseason with San Francisco. It's a risky move. I'll leave it at that. It's a risky move to put your trust in this kid that hasn't really been turning out with another organization. But that's just sports, and that's just life in general. You got to take risks sometimes to see if things are going to work out or not, or you can turn a player around. But yes, I do think it means that Dak Prescott is in a short leash this year, and there's someone coming for his job if he doesn't get the job done.
Look. I've been a huge supporter for probably since day one, since he's been traded off to the San Francisco 49ers. When they made the move to trade all those big lands, it was the most idiotic thing of the century in terms of the draft in the NFL. The kid's at. I don't think we can sugarcoat it. Records as starter. And yes, there was no official because he was still in Carolina. And Kittle was injured for a nose. But was there anything that can tell me he was better than Mac Jones? Was there anything that can tell me they was better than Justin Fields in that draft? It's like I hate to say it. It's like a Mitchell situation. Trey Lance picked way too high. He had a huge Trey Lance, Dallas. Yes, you can say revitalize might be in the hot because they bring that room. But I find it in the situation of Gordon Love getting drafted, Rodgers, right? Dak's out of new contract. It's a huge contract, the biggest in the NFL. There's no way that Jerry Jones is going to look at that and say, yeah, let's go get a fourth-round pick to light the fire. Maybe I think Dak is down stat-wise. More reasons why he started for that team. He hasn't really as a top five pick. Not a single thing can convince me that he takes over. So the move makes sense, of course, for the Cowboys for adding on more skills at quarterback room. But I don't think they budget. I think it's more of the 49ers and the 49ers stuck at looking at quarterback. They got rid of Jimmy Garoppolo. They moved up for Trey Lance, which those picks from Michael Parsons turned to Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and more. They got Purdy. So.
Jonka, what are your thoughts on Trey Lance going to the Dallas Cowboys?
I was surprised there's nobody else. But then I tried to put myself in Cowboys' shoes.
Yeah.
And I'm just why would I do this now? Because we all know that Dak Prescott didn't have the greatest year last year. And now during the offseason, saying that I'm not going or not as good as last year. And he's going to come back this off better. I mean, they lost before, and now they're bringing plans. Now with all this drama, now this is a disruption in the locker room. And I heard today. You kind of tell about it. You won't say it, but it kind of sounds think about them. Like if I'm confident in what he's done this year. So that just dropped wide receiver quarterback situation there. I don't know. If there's season, are they going to just go Trey Lance over? I don't know. Like let's say Dak has a game for interceptions and he's having a bad day, and then Trey Lance comes in and let's say he comes next game. and the next Dak Prescott scores again and continues to play bad. What do you do at that point?
Cooper Rush time.
It's tough. I don't know what Jerry is. If Dak, I would have done this. If Dak Prescott has a bad season, let him ride it out. And then in the offseason, get rid of Dak Prescott or make him a backup. Make him earn that spot again. Or trade him for something else. Maybe the Cardinals would use Prescott with Kyler Murray collision.
My question to you would be, do you think Dak Prescott's the guy for that team?
He could be. But he doesn't have that. I don't want to say this. The competitive edge when it comes to games like pick your off the steps. You're down 7. There's 2 minutes left. I'm like, all right. I'm gonna these guys, and we're gonna go down. And we're gonna tie this stuff up. I don't see that confidence. I feel like he just goes out there just to play football and just play. I don't see that edge in like the world. Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, kill the other team. I don't see that in that. Not saying that he can't do it. I just haven't seen it. And every time we go to a conference or media game, he always has to so like if he's reading text. Bro, just to the heart. Like you're playing the Eagles this week. What do you expect against the Eagles? I expect it to be hard. No, we're gonna No, man. A rivalry game, bro. I want to go and beat their asses. Bro, like I want to hear some emotions. This team pumped up. This team is good enough. And win it. Get the team hyped up for it. I don't know. I have to see it to believe it.
Okay. Brandon, do you think Dak Prescott's the guy?
He's got paid.
And that's right. He got the money too.
That's true. I will say before we move on from this topic, I think one of the biggest mistakes that the Dallas Cowboys made, and I feel like it could have been a factor in last year's game against San Francisco in the playoffs, it was letting go of Amari Cooper.
I was about to say that.
I think he would have been a huge factor to help that team. Unfortunately, Cowboys made that move. And let's just see now as the season's approaching, let's just see how this all unveils with Trey Lance. I'm going to stick with football. Week 0 brought Conference USA action, especially here locally in Miami. FIU goes on the road to face their opponents in the conference, Louisiana Tech, the Bulldogs. Ruston, Louisiana, not a place where FIU has been successful in the past. Listen, this game started out on a very positive note, a very dominant first quarter from the Panthers. You have Shamari Lawrence, who was running the ball well, and he goes for a 64-yard touchdown that opens the scoring for FIU. And I'm watching the game, and I'm like, wow, I haven't seen that from FIU before. That's impressive. I haven't seen them come out the gate punching and swinging. That's impressive. This is better. And then Patterson in that first quarter gets a 6-yard run into the end zone for a touchdown. We're at 14-0. And then the first quarter ends. And then that was about it. It was after that first quarter, Louisiana Tech's defense figured out the run. And there was absolutely nothing for the rest of the night offensively for the Panthers. Yeah, Chase Gabriel got another field goal and brought the Panthers to 17. but 17 is where they will stay the entire night. They had opportunities too. Louisiana Tech's kicker missed about 2 to 3 field goals. 2 to 3. And imagine if Louisiana Tech's kicker would have made those field goals, the Bulldogs would have been up by a lot more towards the end of this game. But Louisiana Tech's offense started getting warmed up. They shut down FIU offensively. They get into the end zone a couple times. They get field goals. And then, of course, in the dying moments of this game, they get a 30-something yard touchdown, a run, and that sealed the deal. Louisiana Tech defeats FIU 22-17. What was even more frustrating, FIU had a chance to go on one final drive to try to win this game, and finally they elect to throw the football. Grayson James throws a bullet of a pass down the middle. Bullet of a pass, great pass, and then it gets deflected right in his receiver's hands, goes up in the air into the hands of Louisiana Tech safety. It's an interception, and that was the dagger that ended the game. I find it ridiculous that when the run's not working, that you cannot find a way to throw the football and get, the ball into your receiver's hands. 4 yards of total passing is absolutely absurd and ridiculous for in an entire game. An entire game, you only have 4 yards of passing. I don't understand that from Coach McIntyre. I don't really think this is Grayson James's fault. I personally think I wouldn't want him at the starting position of the quarterback. There's someone else in that quarterback room that I think should get the starting position. But again, we'll see. They're sticking with Grayson James. We'll see as the season develops. ESPN has FIU going 2-10 this season. And listen, I told Jonka today, and you can call me harsh, but if Mike McIntyre doesn't get a winning record this season, I'd start to put him on the hot seat, because that'll be 2 years that you have losing records. And it's not a direction that you want to keep going. I mean, last year I gave him a pass. It's his first year. And I know this is the first game of the season, but if things don't go well this year, there's no really path or direction or anything that has shown me that this is going to work or something that's impressive or anything that's done that's impressive. It's just this game was winnable. FIU could have started the season 1-0, and it would have been a great start to the season because they were predicted to lose this game. What's frustrating is that they had it in their hands. They had it. But I'm sorry, 4 yards of total passing is unacceptable for me.
Okay. Hopefully this sounds better.
Because I don't
know why. Look, this microphone. I don't know what's going on. Ever since I moved to this new place, I've been getting back and forth issues with it. But either way, 4 yards in passing is not going to work.
No.
FIU, and again, McIntyre, I believe what he's doing with the program. I understand it's going to take some time, especially with recruitment. And with FIU, they're getting 3-star guys. But when you look at Louisiana Tech, they go in there as underdogs. They make the cover of 14 plus and whatnot. Did I see anything zero that's going to tell me this is going to be a team that's changed? Is it going to be a better running? Yes. But the passing game is struggling. Wide receivers don't know how to run the route that well. And of course, we talk about a team that is slow. I don't want to say slow defensively, but they are slow to the point. So this is a team that can have a lot of issues to start off, especially in Conference USA. It's not the strongest team at all in the conference.
And it's frustrating, Jonka, before you go, it's frustrating because last year was the third consecutive year without a bowl game for FIU. And under Butch Davis, they had 3 straight bowl appearances, only won one of those. But still, 3 straight years with going to a bowl game. That's where Butch Davis had them. And FIU fans were kind of like, I kind of like this. Like, I like this new thing of us going to a bowl game. And now it's kind of gone and taken away from them. And I think this is a program that they know that they have so much potential, but they always just come up short. They always come up, mediocre. And it's frustrating. I think fans are getting frustrated. They just want the team to do good for once. Win ball games. They've only won the conference one time in their history since 2002, and that was in 2010 under Mario Cristobal, who's now the head coach of the Miami Hurricanes. And that's when FIU was in the Sun Belt Conference. Under Butch Davis, they did not win Conference USA. They were close in 2018, very close. They lost one of the last games of the season at home to Marshall, which took them out of going to the conference championship game. But I think fans are just getting frustrated and just want to see this team do good. And I think they're going to have a short leash. I think if Mike McIntyre in 2 seasons can't show some progression from last year to this year, what are we doing? Jonka?
Listen. I understand where all this hurt, pain comes from. I've dealt with it years already. After watching that game, it just flashbacks. Last year's one game versus A&M, where our offense was just so pale. Obviously, if you heard I was watching and then okay, I was thinking like, damn, you're still like 3-4 minutes left in the quarter.
17-3 at one point.
And I'm like, shit. Excuse my language. I'm like, all right. And then all of a sudden, second quarter, third quarter, I'm like, what's going on? Like, yo, and then you could legit see Louisiana Tech go little by little. You can momentum switch heading into their side, like, and I just see McIntyre. No, like shot to him, but like no motivation, like no desire to change the offense a little bit. I don't know. Go first. Maybe you get one. I don't know. Try a play. Double reverse. I don't know. Fleet or something.
Fake punt.
I thought we should have fake punt. Honestly, to be honest, the whole left side was open. I would have gone for the punt right there. That would have demoralized Louisiana Tech. But as for the team, you had it. You had it. I don't want to see another South Florida team just be another last stop. Mike's the last stop. Now this last stop. Dolphins are last stop out of them. I'm just tired of it. I just want at least one team from us to look good. And then I know this offseason from cornerback, the Marcus guy. He's a really good recruiter. That's the you and the side for years to come. But offensively, if the Panthers just change their offense a little bit, they win that game. 6 passing yards, I think, or 4-6. The whole game. That is unacceptable. I'm sorry. Unless you're running game, so Howard. You don't need to pass it. Then I understand. But you're letting Louisiana come back little by little, and your offense taking out. You're losing. If you're a coach, remember your team. We're gonna get this next one. and yet you still don't do anything.
Yeah.
I just hope the next game. I don't know who the next game. Maine. Listen, Maine. If I'm the coach, I'm our guys. Hey, we're going to Maine, and we're gonna kick their butt. I want to see the first game. We're gonna we're up 14. We're gonna keep us on their neck so they can't breathe. I think they just losing the game. This is confident. I don't know what else to say.
Brandon, do you agree with ESPN's prediction of the Panthers going 2-10?
Hell no.
Absolutely.
I you know what, Jonka, like
This team is trash. It is absolute trash. I cannot emphasize enough for those Panther fans that are out there that are suffering. Get ready to be tortured.
If you tell me like 5 and 7, 4 and 8, maybe. But 2 and 10, we were just basically on the map, and then they just win it against one of the best in the conference.
4 yards past me, Donko. You must. I can walk to my bathroom and back.
Listen,
further Winston James grew. I'm telling you right now.
I get that, Brandon. But the thing is, 4 passing yards, and yet we still on 1. If you just change your dynamic after the half, and you use the pass 4, we win that game. And that's one. Out of the 2 that we're going to win the whole season.
Look. The secondary was weak.
I say we
had a very terrible game. And it's not like we haven't seen before. Well, then again, 4 yards. I've never seen a football game unless I was watching rugby in like Ireland or something like that. But the only thing I would take away from this team, positive of course, the running game, right? 2 touchdowns off of that. And we're talking about touchdowns that are like 70 yards, 40 yards. And of course, right there on the goal line. So they're doing something right there at the end zone. And they're being effective in that area. But besides that, I mean, you can be running the ball against majority of the conference, let alone on the road against a team like Louisiana Tech. Expect that to stay still. Now the Panthers, they did have a chance to win the game, of course. I mean, they led the entire way, and it looked to be really entertaining football. But the result, that's what we need. That's what we need to see from the Panthers to understand that there is something to build off of. Now this Louisiana Tech game, the fact that they threw them in week 0? Come on.
Hey man, listen. What has bothered me ever since my time at FIU as an employee, they have struggled with the fact that they cannot make tackles in open field. Always, every year, they cannot tackle. It's unbelievable, and it drives me insane that they haven't not learned how to tackle in open field. And that 30-yard touchdown, the end of the game for Louisiana Tech to give them the win, so many missed open tackles and a huge hole, gaping hole that allowed them to, get that touchdown. After seeing after seeing that game, I'm gonna have to agree with Brandon. This could be a 2-10 team. And for me, if you're McIntyre second year, that's unacceptable. You're supposed to be getting better and improving. Last year, like I said, okay, that's a pass, whatever, your first year. But you go, last year you were 4-8. And let's say your second year, go 2-10. You're getting worse, not better. I don't know if anyone has anything to add to that, but it's pretty obvious. Jonka, it looks like you were going to say something.
Question. Do you guys actually lose to Maine?
Yes.
ESPN has winning 70% out of the other.
Let me be honest. They lose to Maine, they may not win a football game this season.
But if
0-12, honestly, if they lose to Maine.
I think. Do we play here? Yeah. The main game is here at home. We're gonna be motivated. It's gonna be at the house. Everyone's gonna go for the first home game of the season. I think we'll win that one. Then play at home again for North Texas. That's gonna be an interesting one.
That's going to be a loss. I'll tell you that right now.
ESPN has us losing. They have North Texas 60% to our 40. That's gonna be a big game. If we can somehow muster up a win there or respect the loss, that's a good step into UConn the week after. Then we play Liberty, North Mexico State, UTEP, Jacksonville. Listen, I can say right now, FIU is not being Arkansas.
Oh, hell no.
Not
Hell
a
no. No chance.
If that happens, I don't know what I'm doing. That could be the biggest win of FIU's history.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Again, like we said, they're coming back home. FIU Stadium, home opener for the season. They'll be taking on Maine, and hopefully, God willing, they'll get a win there. Because if they don't, I don't see them winning a football game this year. Just be honest with you.
Yeah, if they don't win a football game this year, then McIntyre's fired.
Yeah, honestly, if it gets that bad and they don't win a football game this year, McIntyre's got to go.
You can put me in.
Moving on to our next topic, and this is a continuing controversy here in the sports world. And honestly, it's sad because it's taken away from something that should have been, a celebration. And that is Jenny Hermoso, the kiss with the Spanish Federation president, Rubiales. This is getting crazy now. When it happened, I saw it. I was like, oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. I guess it's like that. Then, she made a statement, I think, honestly, the day of the final, where she was like, oh, like it was nothing. It was whatever. I didn't like it, but it was whatever. Then soon, she changes her statement and says that she was pressured and forced to say that statement, that it was okay, that it was whatever, and that she really wasn't okay with it, and it made her feel uncomfortable. And, I mean, if you look at Rubiales' behavior throughout that final, he's sitting next to the queen and the daughter, the princess of Spain. They're sitting there, and he is grabbing, when Spain scored, he is grabbing his private areas right next to the Queen of Spain. And then his behavior, on the podium, I mean, he kisses Hermoso on the mouth. He's picking up players and, kissing, like really touchy with these players. He had a speech late last week, and he said over and over, I will not resign. I will not resign. I will not resign. He said that he asked Hermoso if it was okay if he can give her a little peck on the mouth. And he said that she said yes. And now the Spanish Federation is suing Jenny Hermoso for making stuff up. And meanwhile, the entire World Cup winning roster has said we will not play for Spain until action is taken. All the assistant coaches have quit. The only person that stayed was Jorge Vilda, the head coach, the only one left. And this is even taking into the Spanish men's side. Borja Iglesias, a member of the men's Spanish national team, said, I won't play for our national team until this guy is, punished and fired. We see games over this weekend for La Liga players, the men's side, coming out, Sevilla had shirts for their warm-up shirts that said, Estamos contigo, Jenny, which means we're with you, Jenny. It's getting pretty bad. And all this, this is covering up their World Cup win of what should have been historic celebration for them. A proud moment for the country has now become a really embarrassing moment for the country. And this guy, I'm sorry, he should be fired for those sort of actions. And just disappointed in the Spanish Federation for now backing this guy.
No, yeah, but I think honestly, I think this is probably the most incredible part about it.
Tackle that next.
No, yeah, but I think definitely the most interesting part about it. When I think about it, because there was also people inside the federation for España that are for this guy.
Yeah.
And they're trying to leave UEFA, which means that Barcelona, would that be men's or women's, would not be part of Champions League. Real Madrid would not be part of Champions League. La Liga, for both men and women, they would not be part of Champions League and other things from UEFA. So just one little thing. And of course, it's a huge thing. All right, this is nothing to look past. Nothing to be joke about. This is definitely something that needs to be addressed, and I'm glad it was addressed by the players as well as coaching staff of this Women's World Cup championship team of Spain. But definitely, this could be a domino that could affect the Spanish Federation, soccer in Spain, and potentially Champions League in the history of soccer. I mean, Barcelona, Real Madrid. Not being any type of factors in UEFA. Potentially, we can see Spain not even part of World Cup. Top players not even being on the rosters for things such as Europa, such as things as from the international side. Fighting for the European Cup, fighting for another World Cup, potentially if it goes that far.
Yep.
This is huge. This affects clubs, international, and just soccer in general, and a very rich country of that type of culture.
Jonka, what do you think about this whole fiasco that's going on with Jenny Hermoso in Spain?
I didn't even know about it. I seen a video about it. And I saw the video. And I was just confused. Why this guy is every girl that's nice? And then is this maybe like a friendly hug and handshake and walk back down? It just felt weird. And now
it was too touchy.
No. You guys talk about this. Is this happening with the clubs and the teams? I didn't know. This is the first time hearing it.
Yeah, this is true. I read this morning.
So I'm just shocked. Hopefully the guy gets deserves. If he says that she said yes. I mean, what I saw that moment.
It was too fast for you to ask a question and her say yes.
Hey, can I kiss you in the cheek or the lip? Sure. All within a millisecond. No, I'm sorry, buddy. No. I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe suspend him. Is that maybe
he is suspended? He did get suspended.
What else? Do you want him fired? Do you want him fined? Or suspended indefinitely? I don't know.
I think he should get fired.
Fired?
I mean, what do you think? Do you think he should get fired?
If he's lying, which I think he is lying. Lying doesn't it's just
help your case.
It's not helping you. But it just seems like it was in the moment. Like they get so emotional. Spain has won the World Cup. I think he's like, oh, you're even ready because they're really friendly family member that came from another country. Oh, yeah, I haven't seen so long. You know, it's like, whatever, bro. Okay. It's just okay, whatever. Really touching, like really long hug. Is that kind of feeling? But if she felt uncomfortable, then he felt uncomfortable. And you know that decision. If it was true what you were saying, that kind of like took off from the side of the field next to the princess and the queen, then that's for termination.
That right there, bro, like that within itself right there, like that is termination right there. Doing that next to the queen of your country.
A little bit sus.
Brandon, I think I know the answer, but you would want him fired, right?
Look at this way. If Messi made out the president of Argentina on stage after winning the World Cup, which is huge for that country and huge for his career, I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to see that president gone, good riddance, and out of the federation. This should be on the same light of that. Of course, from the Spanish players, I mean, a lot of them are the best in the world, and to see that is like seeing. I don't know how else to explain it. It's like seeing, Holland on that team, it's like seeing Messi on the team, all just getting. We all saw it. Just kill them out as quick as possible. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. So
Brian's like, there's no explaining. We saw it.
I know. That's the only way I can really explain it for people who would probably say like, oh yeah, but the culture thing. Oh yeah, no. It's you got to be a professional. You're in front of a live broadcast audience of billions of people worldwide. I mean, the guy had to be intoxicated. The guy had to be on something before he got on stage. And of course, I went for his actions while next to the Queen of Spain. It's unprofessional. And just for that, in any job, any position, you should be fired for those reasons.
I agree. Well said. There's nothing much more to that. Guys, this is official. This is happening. Saturday, December 16th of this year. Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler is finally happening. We didn't think this was going to happen. This was a topic that we talked about, I believe, last month or so, that he missed the USDA testing pool. But somehow, the fight's happening. So I don't know what went on there. Maybe Daddy Dana White pulled some strings and said, hey, we got to get Conor into the octagon this year. We got to make this fight happen. You might helping the brother out. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Sort of thing, but the fight is happening. And what Conor's plan is, from what he has said, is he'd like to fight Michael Chandler. He'd like to beat Michael Chandler, then face Justin Gaethje for the BMF belt. He wants to beat Gaethje, get the BMF belt, and then put the BMF belt up for grabs in a trilogy fight against Nate Diaz. Which, if you guys watched McGregor Diaz 1 and McGregor Diaz 2, you guys know those are absolute dog fights. And both of those guys came out of both of those fights absolutely just cut up, bruised, and a whole bunch of blood all over the place. Those were dog fights. But again, those were in the prime of those two guys. I don't know how a Diaz and McGregor 3 would be two men in a wheelchair. And God, I love you, Conor McGregor, but that's a lot for your plan. I think you need to stick with just focusing on Michael Chandler first. Which, look, since you came back from your boxing match with Floyd Mayweather, you've only won one fight against Donald Cerrone, who was a old, washed-up fighter. You lost to Khabib Nurmagomedov. You lost to Dustin Poirier twice. You broke your leg, and you've been out for a while. Look, the UFC does well when Conor shows up. He puts butts in seats. He gets people to buy pay-per-views. It's Conor McGregor. He's box office. He's Showtime. The problem is, can he win? Does he still have what it takes to win, to beat some of these top guys in this division? Look, Michael Chandler's not the best. I won't say but he's good. He's in that division. He's up there in that division. He's good. So he definitely has the full potential of whooping Conor McGregor. And we know that Conor and Chandler a little bit as well, they're not those guys that like to go later into the rounds. Like, they're the type of guys, if I'm going to knock you out in this first round or even second round. But as you've seen with Conor, once he gets past that first, second round and you take him to the floor and start making him do jiu-jitsu and stuff like that and grapple, it's really not his thing. And he gets gassed pretty easily. So I can guarantee you both of these guys are going to be swinging arms like octopuses in the first round to see who knocks out who. And other than that, both of them are going to get tired, and it's going to be who's going to get tired first. I'd like to see Conor win. I don't have an answer or prediction for this fight. I think it's going to be an interesting fight, to say the least. I just hope he does well for the sake of the UFC and his legacy.
I'm telling you right now, and this is going to be a WWE reference. Conor McGregor is going into his old Ric Flair time period. All right? Talking about a guy, no conditioning. Guys just there for a name, there for a show. He's going to strut a little bit, talk smack when he has a twisted ankle by the octagon. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a terrible pay-per-view fight. I don't think McGregor should get even close to an octagon. He has more legal issues than he should be worried about than issues of his camp. I mean, am I the only one that remembers like 2 months ago he had an issue at a Miami Heat playoff? No, I apologize. Miami Heat finals game that took over the media.
Yeah.
This guy's name is everywhere. No matter if it's in the sport or out of the sport of the UFC, martial arts. If you ask me personally, would I love to see Nate Diaz's ass kicked? Yes. But I'd love to see McGregor get his ass kicked? Yes. So we could win there because they'll probably do that just running around rounds. But McGregor, look, if you're ever going to listen to this podcast or hopefully listen to your lawyers first, maybe we step away, Bob. Maybe we step away. Maybe we can relax with family. Maybe we can leave the octagon away. Take a little something out of the book before he falls stuff. You just go out, you do your own businesses, And again, Mazadov, he has no bare knuckle fighting. I don't know if people have seen is actually going around in South Florida, I think. If McGregor does something like that, I'll probably watch that over a UFC fight.
Okay, interesting. Jonka, Chandler, McGregor, December 16th.
I thought McGregor was retired. To be honest, I don't really watch UFC besides like Sugar Sean O'Malley or like I don't know Usman or something. I think a really fight, but not gonna lie. Conor McGregor fighting. I don't know the other guy's name. I probably won't fight. But I still don't understand why he's fighting. He's got hundreds of dollars after that Mayweather fight. I don't know why he even continues to fight. Like, why do you want yourself to compete? So it's like I don't know why maybe he wants to try to maybe midlife crisis where he lives his story days. Like it doesn't why he's still fighting. If he was still undefeated, one of the 3 games in his belt or something out of retirement, I get it. But bro, you haven't been the top fighters for years now. Why do you go all this just so you can the public eye, all this publicity? Like not saying you can fight, but we're already tired of watching, bro. Like we want to see the next guy.
Well, We'll find out December 16th, UFC 296, McGregor, Chandler, T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, Nevada. We'll be looking forward to that. And last topic of the night. Noah Lyles says that if you win the NBA championship, why would you call yourself a world champion? You're not a world champion. The NBA, the United States, and I tweeted this out earlier, the United States is and I don't care. I got friends that are European, and they send me stuff like, oh, Luka Doncic is taking over the NBA. The Europeans are taking over the world. Well, okay, cool. You have your moment. But once it comes to the Olympics, I know who I'm talking to. I know my friends who are probably watching this, I know who I'm talking to. When it comes to the Olympics, watch out for my text because I'm going to be sending you when USA whoops on y'all. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that right now real quick. Expect my text message because we are the best country in the world at the game of basketball. And this is the best league in the world. So if you win an NBA championship, yes, you are a world champion. Period.
Exactly how you put it. It's in the writing. The best players are in the NBA. The best contracts are in the NBA. They're world champions because it's in the best league. The World Series is the MLB, the best league in baseball. Like I don't even think we have to go any further than this. You know what I mean? Like if you don't understand that NBA is better than the Turkish league, then the Chinese league, better than any league you find in Europe, then what are we talking about? You know what I mean? So, and again, that's why I love FIBA World Cup type of content because that's the type of quotes we get. But man, I'm sorry, but I understand that like, it's just American clubs, American teams. Well, yeah, but it's still the best league there is. You think Giannis is going to go out of his way to play in Turkey? You think Jokic is going to go back to Serbia or any other country in Europe?
Which pisses me off, Brandon, because Jokic talking crap the other day where he was like, oh, I'm not afraid of the Miami Heat fans booing me. I played in Serbia. Well, buddy, if you think it's so hard over there, why don't you go back over there and play there? But no, he won't because he knows the money and the competition is in this country and in this league.
No, absolutely. And again, I mean, what he was saying, the fans aren't saying over there, yes. But the fans are insane over there probably because they're watching their team score 60 points a game. All right? It's not, again, as a basketball fan, I love European basketball. I love the way that it's more physical. And a lot of those guys, there's not athletic players in places such as China, in some even I would even argue some of the leagues in the Puerto Rico League as well as in South America.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of fundamentals there, right? So there's different brands of the game across the entire globe. But the NBA, it's fast-paced offense. It's incredible ball skill, and similar to where did everything start with basketball in North America. We have the players that have been functional throughout their entire career, whether that be high school, collegiate, pro-am, whether it be AAU, whatnot. We're born for this. Americans are born for basketball, man. There's nothing else we can say besides we invented street ball. We invented and one mixtapes. All right, we invented low short shorts. We invented high short shorts. We invented the hook shot. We invented 7 players getting 100 points a game. There's nothing else I can tell you that America hasn't done because America hasn't invented everything about basketball besides the Euro step. And funny enough, the Euro step. I mean, you can say it's a Tony Parker thing, but it was really Manu Ginobili, who's Argentinian. So tell me how that makes sense. But yeah. Tell me right now, everything is world champion because it's NBA.
One final comment before we end tonight's show. What do you think of this guy? This guy's comment.
Listen. The ignorance of that statement is so bad. Like the NBA is a league. Just because it's in the United States doesn't mean it represents the United States. Anybody from the world it can be majority South American and some USA. It's still the NBA. Doesn't mean whatever. Let me talk too. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Caruso Parr, Will Chamberlain. Larry Bird, Tim Duncan, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, Dwayne Wade, Michael Warren. What do they all have in me? They're from the U.S. You put all of them on the team. It will eliminate anything that has the person. The stupidity of Noah is retarded. He should be banned from publicity, from TV all around. That's stupidity that he gave out. If I ever see this person, I will call him out and put it on live. Bro, whatever.
Bro, I'm feeling really patriotic right now. Feeling real
That's right,
patriotic
baby.
after that.
That's right, baby. USA.
Like, bro, come on. There's a reason why everybody in the world comes to get the opportunity in the USA. No opportunities anywhere. USA.
And with that, we're going to end our show on a patriotic note. It is Labor Day weekend coming up, baby. So we hope everyone has a great Labor Day weekend. Hope everyone enjoyed the show. Thank you for checking out our show. Keep up with all of our social medias. And, of course, we got a restock of our Plug Talk Sports shirts. So if you guys would like to purchase one, just send us a direct message, and we'll be happy to ship one to you. But, again, thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed this show. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you guys next week.